Hello and welcome my dear students of 2nd standard. How have you been? I welcome you once again in the English lecture. My dear little champs, I hope that you have watched our previous grammar lecture, and I also hope that in the grammar lecture all the exercises you have completed in your textbook, and your grammar textbook, like any other fair book, is also completed. And I also hope that in the grammar lecture, the exercise, the remaining sentences which I give you in the homework, you will send it to me soon. My dear little champs, welcome once again in the English lecture. Now you might be wondering that what are we going to do in this English lecture. So let me tell you what have we done already in the previous English lecture. Previously we have completed our lesson number 12 explanation. Grandma, tell me about Pongal. So in that I have explained you what is the story. You have very well understood what the story is. When grandma describes about the Pongal, she describes all the 4 days what happens in this festival on day 1, day 2, day 3 and day 4. Now what are we going to do? Here in this lecture, we are going to solve the objective questions of lesson number 12, not only from the textual exercise but also from the worksheet. Usually you know that you get the hard copies of the worksheet when you come to school, but now as you are not able to come to school, here as always we do after the lesson the worksheet is here, but today only objectives will be solved. Now certain instructions before we start with this lecture. Students, you will have to keep 2 books with you. Now in this lecture, rough book as always we keep, also English textbook if you have. If you do not have English textbook, what you can do is you can note down each and every answer with the proper heading and question number in your rough book itself, so that once you get your fair book and the rough book, you can complete it in that. So please be ready with your textbook and your rough book. For those who are having textbook, they will be able to solve the textual exercises in the textbook itself. So I hope students you are getting ready, you are having all the needed stuff with you for this lecture, and your concentration will be 100% in the lecture. Once if you have understood the story, these objectives solving session will be easy for you. So let's get started with the objective solutions. Please be ready with both the books needed here in this lecture. My dear students, as you can see, this is your textbook, chapter number 12. Grandma, tell me about Pongal, in which I have explained you the story, the details, even wherever it was necessary. I have displayed the picture so that you can just get the idea how the decorations take place in Pongal festival. So festival of Pongal you have understood very well. I hope that by reading this story, by understanding this story, you got a good knowledge about the festival of Pongal. So now my dear students, let us start with the solution of objectives. First we will start with the objective part of textbook. Here on page number 105 you can see this objective questions are there, where question A is write Y for the yes and N for the no. That means it is same like write F for the false and T for the true, which you are always solving for all the lessons in the poems. Students, those who are not having textbook, they will also have to write the answers just like the students who are going to have write the answers in a textbook, but you have to write the answers in the rough book. So what you are going to do is you have to write every single detail. That means you have to write lesson 12, page number 105, question A, number 1. So all these details you will have to write it down, because when you send the photos, everything should be clearly written in the way that teachers can understand what have you written and from which book. So let's get started. Number 1. Pongal is an important festival in Tamil Nadu. Is it yes or no statement? So your time starts now. Try to guess the correct answer. You know always first your chance is there to guess the correct answer. So your countdown starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 0. So my dear students, did you get the answer for number 1? What is the answer? So here the answer is Y, that is yes. For yes we have to write Y because this statement is true. Why is it true? Because if you have read the chapter, in that grandma says to Anu that Pongal is the important festival in Tamil Nadu. Yes, it is also celebrated in the different states of our country, but it is the important festival for Tamil Nadu. So this statement therefore is the true statement. So we have to write Y for yes. Number 2, Pongal is also the name of a sweet dish. Is it yes or no? Is it a name of a sweet dish? Then you have to write yes, or else you have to write no. So try to guess the correct answer. Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So what is it? Is it a correct answer? So this statement is true, so we will write Y for yes, because yes, Pongal is the name of a sweet dish cooked with the rice, jaggery, milk in a pot. So I hope that you have written the same answer. Now moving on to next one, number 3. Question is, the statement here written is, Anu's father cooks Pongal in a new pot. Is this statement true or false? Think about the answer. Try to write it down on your own. You are getting fractions of the second. So your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So what is the answer? Anu's father cooks Pongal in a new pot. If you replace father with the word mother, then this statement is true. But now as here it is written that Anu's father cooks, no, Anu's father go to office to work and Anu's mother cooks. So this statement we have to write N, because no, Anu's father does not cook. Number 4, Pongal is celebrated in many parts of India. Is Pongal celebrated in many parts of India? Then you have to write yes, or else you have to write no. So what is this statement? Is it yes or no statement? Your time starts now. Try to think about the correct answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this statement is yes, Pongal is celebrated in many parts of India, and though it is celebrated in different parts of India, in different states, different names are given to this festival. Not everywhere Pongal is used as the name of this festival. So I hope that you have even solved and you got the answers. Okay, my dear students, let us move on towards the next exercise, which is very interesting. And yes, only if you have understood the chapter, this exercise will be interesting for you. Otherwise, it will be tough for you. Why? Because as you can see here, the questions on the left hand side. On the first day of the festival, on the second day, on the third day, and on the fourth day. So what happens basically in the festival described by the grandma on the first, second, third and the fourth day respectively, you will have to choose the correct option. Let us first read the options. So students, now let us match the correct answers here. Now on the left hand side first, it is written on the first day of the festival. So on the first day of the festival, what is done? The farmers take a day off, or the kettles are decorated, or the rice is cooked, or people clean their homes. So what is done on the day 1, on the first day of this festival? Now let me show you one paragraph in which the details regarding day 1 was written. So here you can see this paragraph. It is written here very clearly that on the first day called Bhogi, we clean our homes. This is what grandma says to Anu, that on the first day we clean our homes. Correct. So here answer is people clean their homes on the first day. So on the first day of the festival, people clean their homes. Now what about the second day? On the second day, what is done? Farmers take a day off, kettles are decorated, or the rice is cooked with jaggery. Try to think about the answer, try to recall what you have understood while I was explaining you the lesson. What is done on the second day of this festival? So, here the answer is, just think about it. The farmers take the day off? No. Or the kettles are decorated? No. The rice is cooked. On the second day, rice is cooked with jaggery and the milk in pot. And how about third day? On the third day, what is done? So try to think about the correct answer, as only 2 questions and the 2 options are left. I'll give you time for solving on the third day question. So please try to solve it on your own. Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. So what is the correct answer? On the third day, here the cattle are decorated, and on the last day the farmers take the day off. That means they take a holiday from their work so that they can enjoy this festival with their family members. So these are the correct answers. I hope that you too were solving it in your books. Those who were solving it in the rough book, I hope that they have written the proper answer for match the following. I'll repeat the answer one more time. On the first day of the festival, people clean their homes. On the second day of this festival, rice is cooked with jaggery and milk in a pot. On the third day of the festival, the cattle are decorated with the garlands, with the bell. You might have seen on the neck of many cows, the bell is there. So different stylish bells are also there on their neck. And on the fourth day, finally, farmers take the break from their work for one day. They take the holiday to enjoy this festival happily with their family members. So this is the solution. These are the answers for match the columns. Now I hope that students who are writing in the rough book, they have also written the answers properly. And when I send you the PDF file, what you can do is you can take the print out, or you can solve the answers just in your rough book by writing the question on both the side of the book, or you can make the 2 parts in your book in one page and you can write column A and column B. So whichever way suits you the best, you can solve it in that way. Now students, let us move towards the second part of the lecture, where we are going to solve the worksheet objective question for the same lesson. So students, I request you to be ready with your rough book, your pencil and the other needed stuff for solving the worksheet objective questions. My dear students, I hope that you are ready with your rough book. Please give the heading Worksheet 1, Lesson 12, and then write question 1, which is MCQ. Again I repeat, please write the proper heading, lesson number, Worksheet 1, then question 1. And it is needless to say, in all the lectures I have been informing you, whenever you are solving the worksheet or noting down anything or are writing anything in your rough book, you have to write the date properly, on which date you are solving this worksheet, so that when you send the photos of the work done to the follow-up teachers, they will be able to take the proper note of your work. Now I hope that you all are ready with the heading. Students, here also for each question I will give you maximum possible seconds to guess the correct answer, to solve it. So let us start with question 1. Choose the correct answer. Number 1. What is Pongal called in Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh? Like I said, when we were solving the objective, the textual objective, I told you that Pongal is not only celebrated in Tamil Nadu, but also in the different states in our country. But not necessarily it is called Pongal everywhere in all the parts of the countries. So what is Pongal called in Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh? So options are given here. You can just read the options. Makar Jyoti, Ugadi, Makar Sankranti, or is it Bihu? So my dear students, your time starts now. Try to think about the correct answer. 4 options are given. Try to recall what you have understood. Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. So what is the correct answer? The correct answer is Makar Sankranti. So here Pongal is also called Makar Sankranti in the states of Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. I hope that you have chosen the same answer, and if not, please take the correct option so that you will have the perfect answer, and when you are revising for the exams you will have the note with you. Okay, let us move on towards the next question, number 2. In Tamil Nadu, what do people decorate for Pongal? Options are cats, cattle, cars, or carts. So what do people decorate in Tamil Nadu? As it is the important festival of Tamil Nadu, they even decorate one of these things with the house and the farms. So your time starts now. Try to recall and select the correct option. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So here the correct option is cattle. The correct option is cattle. So if you remember, I also displayed the picture of cattle, decorated cattle. So I hope that you have selected the same answer as I have done here. Now moving on to the next question, number 3. The festival of Pongal is related to which of these? Options are winter, agriculture, fishing, or summer. So out of these 4 options, with what is Pongal related? Okay, so try to think about the answer. The festival of Pongal is related to which of these? Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So here the answer is agriculture. So now you might be knowing that in the story, grandma says to Anu that not all are the office men. It is a great thanks to the farmers, those who are working in agriculture, so that we are able to eat our food. So it is related to agriculture. Now moving on to the last MCQ question, and then we will move to the other part. Number 4. Number 4 is, which god or goddess is thanked during the festival of Pongal? Options are the goddess of wealth, the rain god, or the god of oceans, and the last option is the sun god. So which god is thanked specially on this festival, on this day of festival? So think about the correct answer. Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. So the correct answer is the sun god. So while I was explaining you the lesson, I have explained you that on this day especially the sun god is thanked, because without sun agriculture is not possible, and I even gave you the reason, I gave you the brief explanation that why is it not possible the proper agriculture without sun. So farmers also thank to the sun god along with the cattle which help them in the agriculture. With this, here MCQ session is over. Let us move towards the last question of the day. Students, please give the heading question 2, fill in the blanks properly. You can leave 2 lines and you can give the heading, or you can select the new page for this question. Give the heading, fill in the blanks. Now here also you need not have to write the questions, you just have to write the answers. But again, when you get the PDF file, you have to jot down the questions from the PDF file. So I hope that you are ready with the heading question 2, fill in the blanks. Number 1, the first day of Pongal is called dash. So what is the first day of the Pongal called? Think about the correct answer. Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So what is the correct answer? The first day of the Pongal is called what? So there is a name of the day, right? Given the first day, the name is Bhogi. So the spelling is B-H-O-G-I, Bhogi. I hope that you have written the same answer, and those who have forgotten, have not written the answer, please write the proper answer. The name of the first day given for the Pongal festival is Bhogi. Here B should be capital as it is a proper noun. It is the name of a proper day, the first day of Pongal festival. Okay, moving on to the next question. Number 2. During Pongal, cattle are decorated with dash and dash. So with the 2 things, kettles are decorated during Pongal. So what are those 2 things which are used in decorating the cattle? Think about the correct answer. At least you can get the answer of 1 blank. Your time to think the answer starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So what have you written? Have you written at least 1 blank? So the first blank is garlands. Garlands are used to decorate the cattle. What is the second thing? Just in the first part of this lecture itself, I told you that 2 things are used. I also named which 2 things are used. So the second thing which is used to decorate the cattle is bell. And not only that, this is not limited, but also different designs and paintings are made on the cattle. Though the colors are not at all harmful to the animals, specific colors are used. So even the designs are made and they are decorated in the way that human being decorates themselves. They get ready for any function. In the same manner, cattle are decorated, because farmers have the huge respect not only for the sun god, but also for the cattle who work very hard in the fields along with them whole day long for their agricultural activity. Okay, my dear students, moving on to number 3. People make a sweet dish with rice, dash and milk to celebrate Pongal. So with the help of rice, milk, and what is the third thing they use? Which is the third thing they use to make that sweet dish named Pongal during the festival of Pongal? So Try to recall which is the third ingredient they use. Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So did you get the answer? What else do they use other than the rice and milk to cook the sweet dish? So the answer is jaggery. So it is Jaggery, jaggery. I hope that you have written the same answer and the same spelling, because sometimes it happens that in the exam also you write the correct answer but the spelling is wrong. Now in that case, if fill in the blanks is there, we give you 1 mark for the one word only. So even if that one word you make the mistakes, your marks are deducted. Now the last blank, which is given in the form of a picture, which is very interesting to solve. And I am pretty sure that you will be able to solve if you have watched the explanation video properly. The design like those you see in the picture is made from the dashed flour. So which flour is used to make such designs during the festival of Pongal? This design is called kolam, right? So kolam is made using which flour? Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So here the answer is rice. Rice flour is used to make the pongal, and if you remember, Anu's mother used to cook the sweet dish, and before puja she used to make the design with the rice of different, she used to even mix the colors with the rice so that her kolam looks very bright and beautiful. So with this, my dear students, I end my today's lecture here. In the next lecture perhaps we will solve different objective questions with the same worksheet, and we will also write the question answers. Have a nice day. Take care. Goodbye.